Shares of Telus International began trading today in New York and in Toronto. It seems as though the market liked what it saw. The shares trading above their offer price. But what is in it for Telus International? And what are the next steps for this arm of Telus Corp? With us now, Jeff Puritt, the president and CEO of Telus International. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So let's just start with the rationale here. I mean, obviously, this grew as a business within Telus. At what point did it become clear that you were going to have bigger, broader business reach than that, and this sort of spin out makes sense?
Well, we've been at this for 15 years now, and as you might imagine, we've been thinking about how best to continue to guide the growth and opportunity for the business. So 5 years ago, almost, when Baring Private Equity Asia joined us, I think that further amplified the opportunity and expectation that we might look to the public markets as a source of accelerant or amplification of our growth trajectory. And thankfully, the timing has been serendipitous for us to take advantage of that opportunity today.
For those that aren't super familiar with Telus International, the digital customer experience, as I understand it, is what you're up to. What does that mean? Who are your customers?
Well, we've got over 600 of them, but I can give you a few examples off the top of my head. Google, Dish, TikTok, Zynga, Airbnb, PayPal, Dell Financial Services. We address a broad range of industry verticals specifically, like tech and games, communications and media, fintech and e-commerce, healthcare, and travel and hospitality. And what we do for them varies, but essentially it comes down to leveraging digital IT and digital client experience expertise to help them achieve better outcomes by having this balance of digital enablement and highly talented team members who can bring those technologies to life.
Obviously, the IPO gives you access to capital. What will be different for you today and how you operate your business and how you think about the potential for your future growth?
Well, the public issue is really a transaction currency for us to, as I said before, amplify, accelerate our growth strategy. We can use it to attract and retain talent. We can use it to be more of an acquirer of choice as we continue to balance our growth both organically and inorganically. And it's also a way to appropriately drive incremental value for our shareholders at both Telus International and Telus.
And is there anything about being still 67% owned by Telus, but also serving this other customer base, making acquisitions, growing your business organically, that could conflict at some point? Is there some future down the road where you need to consider an outright spinoff?
Yeah, I suppose anything is possible. It seems unlikely to me. One of the nice things about a dual share structure doesn't unduly restrict our M&A ambitions because there's little to no dilution as a consequence of doing so. We've enjoyed a highly symbiotic relationship with Telus since our inception, and we anticipate that will continue throughout the future, where we're providing services to them, helping to enable their own digital transformation. They are providing network connectivity and data center support and a myriad of others. And we expect, prospectively, that will continue. Telus has been helpful to Telus International achieving our growth ambitions, and including supporting the IPO, obviously, today. And I would expect that to continue as well.
And one of the biggest risks that one might point to for Telus International is just a real concentration in your current customer base, right? Massive market share going to, I think, your three biggest customers. To diversify beyond that, but also those are pretty fast growing customers, we should say. What's the kind of straddling you do of keeping those big customers happy, including Telus, but also growing your business elsewhere?
Well, I mean, obviously, concentration is a concern for some, but we've already made very good progress in the last 3 years alone, from 76% to 63% of our revenues coming from our top 10. The nature of the businesses that we support today, most of the hyperscalers around the world, they are massive. And so I wouldn't want to unnaturally circumscribe our ongoing increased share of wallet with them just because I was trying to pursue some more favorable distribution in terms of the concentration risk. The job for us is obviously to continue to grow, not just radiating within those existing accounts, but obviously to win new accounts, And I'm pretty excited about our opportunity to be successful in that regard.
So what I mean, there are obviously growth expectations built in here when we see how the market has received you. What's the projection that you're offering based on, what we do expect on the digitization of most businesses to just continue on the other side of this pandemic?
So we've not offered specific guidance as yet, but essentially one should expect, based on our historical trajectory of double-digit growth, we are looking forward to continue to both meet those expectations and to enjoy the tailwinds of those industry verticals within which we are operating that I described earlier. And the companies we support today and the ones we aspire to support in the future, all enjoying participation in a very, very exciting growth trajectory with double-digit attributes because of the embrace, adoption, and now accelerated rate of so through the pandemic. Virtualization, I think, is here to stay. And as an enabler of that, we're excited about our opportunity to enjoy those tailwinds.
This is one of the businesses inside Telus that will come to the public market and I've seen you use the expression that you were operating in stealth mode. Here you are no longer in stealth mode. Pros and cons of that. What's the biggest risk do you see as you look down your new future path here?
The biggest risk to our business, both historically and prospectively, is sustaining our unique and differentiated corporate culture. It may sound like a bit of a soundbite, but I assure you that my leadership team and we fervently believe that having a caring culture, thinking differently about who joins the team, how we support them to deliver significantly improved service to our customers on a sustained basis, that has been the source of our success to date and out-competing the competition. Prospectively, that continues to be the challenge. And obviously, whether it's a big acquisition and or now going public, there's always a potential risk that people's focus perhaps gets distracted from the core of delivering great service, leveraging technology in a way that is meaningful for our customers. I think that will continue to be the challenge.
Jeff, it's great to have you with us today. We appreciate your time. Jeff Puritt is President and CEO of Telus International.